Liverpool 4, Sunderland 2, Newcastle 5, Leeds 3, Cardiff 9, Coventry 1. And later I'll be giving you my marks out of 10 for other British cities. But first, it's time to play an Only Connect quarter-final, so let's meet the teams. On my right, Rob Hanna, a company director who's been llama trekking in Dartmoor and has a tattoo of George from Rainbow on his left shoulder. Craig Element, a computer programmer with a degree in psychology whose cucumber came third in the Walsall gardening competition. And their captain, Gareth Kingston, a keen golfer with a BA in history who met rugby legend Barry John in the pub last night. Hoping their best days aren't behind them, they are the History Boys. Gareth, you were in a pub last night, preparing, I assume, for the quarter-final?
Yeah, we went pub quizzing, so we found one pub which had a really terrible quiz. We bailed out of that halfway through, and then found another one which had an excellent quiz and the added bonus of a Welsh rugby legend. Good
luck. You'll be facing tonight on my left Virginia Fasnage, a National Trust volunteer who likes to cook authentic Tudor recipes and has toured Germany in a production of The Crucible. Gail La Carbonara, a photography student who has a stuffed parrot named George Clooney the Parrot, and is the partner of their team captain, Tom Fasnage, a teacher and Beatlemaniac who appeared on Going Live aged 14 asking provocative questions to a blood sports advocate. United by a verve for vocab, they are the Linguists. Tom, you won against the chessmen, lost to the Gallifreyans, and then beat the Oxonians. Which has been your favourite game?
I'd have to say, on balance, winning has been marginally more pleasurable than losing.
I'm glad it's marginal.
Yes, I mean, it's a close-run thing, but yes.
We're going to start with round one. What is the connection between four apparently random clues? But the fewer clues the teams need to see, the more points they can get. History Boys, you won the toss. You'll be going first. Please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
Could we have the lion, please?
I don't see why not. These are going to be picture clues. What connects them? Here's the first.
So it's odds, betting, odds, election betting, Eastleigh. Next, please. Odds, knots, odd, betting, ropes. Should we go next? What type of knots? Next, please. Second, 2 seconds.
Hand, second.
Hand.
Clocks. Clock.
Clock, knot.
Knot.
Time.
Election.
Next, please. And wheat.
3 seconds.
Things that get counted. Yeah. Things that you count.
Not an answer that works, I'm afraid. So, Linguists, your chance for a bonus point.
Are they maybe imperial weights and measures?
They are not all imperial weights and measures. What if I tell you that those images depict odds, ropes, clock and grain? Things you can go against. Against the odds, against the ropes, against the clock, against the grain. Didn't spot that one? Linguists, your turn to choose a hieroglyph.
Twisted flax, please.
The twisted flax. It's the music question. Hey. Always good news. You'll be hearing your clues. What connects them? Here's the first.
Next, please. Next, please. The names of the artists are the titles of books.
I'll accept that answer. They are bands named after literary works. The one you didn't hear would have been something from the Divine Comedy.
OK.
I suppose that's a book.
It is. You can buy it as a book.
You can buy it in book form. They all took their names from literary works or books. What did we hear?
We had Belle and Sebastian.
Cecile Aubry wrote Belle et Sebastien. What else did we hear?
After that was The Fall.
A 1956 novel by?
Camus.
Albert Camus.
Monsieur Camus. Then we had Steppenwolf, which is...
Hermann Hesse.
Hermann Hesse.
Hermann Hesse, and you didn't need to hear something from the Divine Comedy, Dante's Divina Commedia. Coming in after 3 clues, you get 2 points. Well done. History Boys, what would you like?
Eye of Horus, please.
Eye of Horus. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Andy Williams.
It's not what comes forward.
No, it's
Sorry, go on then.
Next, please. Alice Cooper in honour of Groucho Marx.
Oh, it's the Hollywood sign. It's who donated the Hollywood letters of the Hollywood signs. Definitely.
The connection is the Hollywood sign.
Tell me a bit more.
They've all donated
It was
the money?
the
or
letter.
Sponsored letters.
It was
on
the reconstruction of it when it fell down. Alice Cooper paid for the reconstruction of the O in honour of Groucho Marx.
That's exactly what it is. Well spotted. I thought you might need 4 clues to see it spell out wood, but that's right. In 1978, Hugh Hefner had an event to raise money. The Hollywood sign was falling down. Gloria Swanson had already arranged for there to be a sort of redecoration of the sign, but unfortunately the O fell off and rolled down the hill, and then someone set fire to the L. So that had all gone wrong. So in 1978, Hugh Hefner had an auction, and these are the people who paid for those letters to be refurbished. Good knowledge. Linguists, your turn for a question.
Water, please.
Water. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next, please. Next.
Yeah.
Next.
Three seconds.
They all begin with the letters P-O-R-T.
Tell me something else.
Are they all Portillo or Portillo?
They are all Portillo or Portillo. They do all start P-O-R-T, and then they all finish I-double-L-O. South America's oldest ski resort is Portillo. The Guatemalan president from 2000 to 2004 was Alfonso Portillo. An opening in Spanish. The noun an opening is Portillo. And the Enfield Southgate MP from 1984 to 1997 was the fabulously dressed and enigmatic Michael Portillo.
Gosh. Need a moment to calm down now.
I think we all do. History boys, your turn to choose.
Horned Viper, please.
Horned Viper. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Susan could be anything. Yeah, next, please. Suraj Prasad. Are these first names of somebody who's done something? Shall we go next?
Yeah.
There's no wordplay in there. Next, please. C.S. Lewis. Are these middle names of authors? Clive Staples? Lewis?
Yes, it will be, won't it?
V.S. Naipaul.
V.S. Naipaul, yeah. It's got to be middle names.
Are these middle names of authors?
They absolutely are. They are the S's in authors who go by their initials. You didn't need to see Terns, Thomas Stearns or T.S. Eliot. Who are the other people?
Clive Staples Lewis.
That's right, C.S. Lewis.
Assuming it's V.S. Naipaul.
That is Sir Vidya Nepal. That is his middle name.
A.S. Byatt.
And the first one is A.S. Byatt. Very well done. Linguists, we're back to you for the 2 reads. It's the last remaining question. What is the connection between these clues? Oh, I like this question. Here's the first.
Do we need the next? Yes, because we don't.
Next, please.
Presumably that's what it all means.
Okay.
It's probably
So then the same thing with that, the next one, actually. Next. That's 7 seconds. Next.
3 seconds.
Anything?
I need an answer.
Oh no.
You could just say Portillo again, put me in a good mood.
It's
I'm afraid that's too long, so there's a bonus chance for the history boys.
I don't know, maybe.
Are these famous last words?
They are not famous last words. Now, there is an extra clue, although I don't know why you'd have done it, but if you look at the word lengths In each clue, the number of letters in the words, and stop me when you know what I'm talking about, go 314159. Ring any bells? It's pi. They are mnemonics for remembering pi. And the English one at the end, how I wish I could enumerate. It would continue, pi easily today. May I have a large container of coffee, cream and sugar? There's an alternative one, alternative English mnemonic for remembering pi, which is this. How I want a drink, alcoholic of course, after the heavy chapters involving quantum mechanics. One is, yes, adequate, even enough to induce some fun and pleasure for an instant, miserably brief. So no points there, and at the end of round 1, the linguists have 3 points, the history boys have 5. Round 2 is the sequences round. The teams need to tell me what comes fourth in a sequence, so they may see a maximum of 3 clues. History boys, your turn again.
Could I have the lion, please?
You could. What would you expect to be the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Jordan. These could be countries on a particular river. Should we go next? Yeah. Next, please. Midland. Okay. Are these going to be words? Are these all words that mean the same thing? Should we go next, please? Spiker. Are these Spiker? Is it a car?
Yeah, it's a car manufacturer, isn't it?
JNS.
What did they become in F1? Did they change their name each time?
Oh, could be. Yeah.
What is the most recent one? Is it
Force India or Red Bull or
it won't be
3 seconds.
BAR?
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So linguists, a bonus chance.
No, I don't think we've got a clue, I'm afraid.
OK, they are the successive names of a Formula One team subsequently known as Force India.
Oh, I said it, yeah.
Force India would have been the correct answer. Linguists, back to you for a choice.
Twisted Flax, please.
Twisted Flax. What would be the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
It's the income tax. How much you have to earn before you start paying income tax?
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, one more to go. Yeah. So no, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15. Oh no.
We won't know.
Next. 14, 15. It's 10,000 less. It's 14. I don't know. Right, so I guess.
3 seconds.
15, 16, 10,000, 11,000.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So I'm going to show the third in a sequence to the history boys. A bonus if you can tell me what comes fourth.
Go for that.
2015/16, 10,500.
That is the right answer. Did you know the connection?
Yeah, it's the tax threshold.
Their income tax allowances in the UK and announced for 2015-16, 10,500. History boys, you get the bonus and your choice of a question.
Horned Viper, please.
Horned Viper. These are going to be pictures. What would you expect to see in the fourth picture? Here's the first.
It's the flag of Panama. It is. So is this north to south?
No, it'd be south.
It depends. It depends what next flag is. Oh, it could be flags of stars. Next, please. That's Malta. So 2 colours, red and white. Take one motif. Next, please. And that's Malaysia. Is it something like that? Is it number of points? 3 colours.
Panama, Malta.
Yeah.
3 seconds.
The flag of China.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So, linguists, your chance for a bonus.
Central African Republic or something.
The flag of the Central African Republic.
Now, is there a thing in quizzing now, when in doubt, go for the Central African Republic?
A little bit pointless, yes.
Yes, well, we won't have any of that nonsense here. I do not accept Central African Republic. Now, things do get a little nastier as we get deeper into the competition, and this is the quarter-final. What you needed to do was first identify which country the flags denoted, and then think about the words.
Yes.
Panama, Malta, Taiwan. The country names overlap. M-A at the end of Panama begins Malta. T-A at the end of Malta begins the only country that begins T-A, Taiwan. So I need to hear the flag of a country that begins with the letters A-N, for example, Angola. So no bonus linguists, but you may choose a question.
2 reads.
2 reads. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Okay. Next, please.
Yeah.
Next.
What is this?
Size.
Yeah.
Things that could bear.
Okay. Bigger or smaller?
3 seconds.
A ton?
Not the answer, I'm afraid. History boys, do you want to go for a bonus?
Let's go. Is it going down? Is it going... Keg. Firkin.
Firkin is the right answer. They are beer barrel sizes going down in size, and a firkin, you know, that's all you'd have if you were doing a quiz, Gareth, just a firkin of beer, whereas I might have a hogshead to kick off a Tuesday morning. So a bonus point for the history boys, and your last choice of the round.
I have Horus, please.
I have Horus. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
One vine. IV. I don't know. One vine. Could be a wordplay one. Next, please. A polo chucker. So 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
8 minutes. So 9, 10. Should we go next?
Yeah.
Next, please. Standard office hours 9 to 5. 9 to 5. So polo chucker is 8, 9.
What's 1 vine?
That's only 7, isn't it? I guess, but
7 out of 9 to 5.
so it's something like 10, is it? Something
9 to 5. Polo chucker is 8.
How many?
3 seconds.
10 commandments.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So linguists, another bonus chance is available.
The reign of Lady Jane Grey.
Is a perfect answer. And why is that?
Because a vine is 6 seconds long, a polo chucker is 7 minutes long, standard office hours are 8 hours long, and Lady Jane Grey reigned for 9 days.
That's exactly right. You get the bonus and you get the final question of the round, the water question. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next.
This is something online.
Next.
Three seconds.
No? Any guess?
Something with the letter I in it, I can only think. No, I don't
No.
know. Something with the letter I in it.
No answer from the linguists. History boys, do you want to go for a bonus?
Eris,
For what reason?
because they are dwarf planets in ascending order of size, Eris being the one that was discovered to be bigger than Pluto, thus relegating it.
Curses. Now, I must say, that is the one thing I was hoping you wouldn't say. I'm going to give you the point. We discussed this earlier, actually, with the question editor. We had series, the dwarf planets arranged in order of proximity to Earth. In terms of size and mass, the International Astronomers Union doesn't have a consensus. It's not been agreed. But we discuss it. What if somebody says Eris? And we have to take it because some people do put it in that order. So that is an acceptable sequence. I'm going to give you the point. I'm also going to distract you with a quote from the discoverer of Marky Marky, Mike Brown. I'm partial to fertility gods. Eris and Marky Marky were discovered as my wife was 3 to 6 months pregnant with our daughter. I have the distinct memory of feeling this fertile abundance pouring out of the entire universe. Now, that's one where we would say in poker, get it quietly. At the end of round 2, the history boys have 8 points, the linguists have 4. Time now for a spiky quarter-final connecting wall. Linguists, you'll be going first this time, so please choose lion or water.
We'll have water, please.
Water. You have 2.5 minutes to solve this wall, starting now.
Other vegetables. Escarole, chard, kale, and chard. Oh, there's 6 of them.
Oh, there's 6.
There's bok choy, kale, escarole, chard, and...
Okay.
Oh, is that 5? That's 5. Okay, we're good. Hey, okay.
Okay, Gentle, Chard, Wells, Froome. So we've got MPs who've been to prison. Archer, Hume, Stonehouse, Aitken, leaving us with Bart, Olenska.
What's Stonehouse? Was that one
Stonehouse
of
is
the
an MP, but
MPs? Okay.
we should probably, should we do towns in Somerset?
Yeah.
Because we've got 5, have we got 5 of those?
But then we're down to 3 strikes, so don't forget.
Yeah. Okay.
3 strikes and you're out now.
So now,
So, if, I won't do the 4, but if this and this, and this and this are MPs, what's these?
Olenska rings a bell. Ethan Frome.
Lionel Bart, Bart Simpson.
Who's Lionel Bart?
Lionel Bart's a composer.
Which other ones are MPs?
What Aitken I know is, but one of these others might be, because these are names too, so we might need we might need to try and get the 3 strikes on that. We've not got that long left, so we can, I mean, we've got to, pick that one.
I hope it's...
Yeah.
Got about 45 seconds.
Okay, well, shall we try this?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not 4.
30 seconds
so we're going
and
to
2
try 2 more
goes.
goes.
That's it. You've solved the wall. That's 4 points for the groups. What about the connections? Tell me about the blue group, starting Orich.
Well, this is, they are vegetables. They're sort of cabbagey vegetables, right?
They're
Are they right?
leafy green.
Yeah, that's enough. They're leafy green vegetables. And the next group, Chard, Minehead, Wells, Yeovil.
Are towns in Somerset?
They are places in Somerset. And the pink group, starting Hune or Hun or Hackney. What's that?
Sure, he's been known by all of those names. They are members of Parliament who have been to prison.
That's absolutely right. Terry Fields, a Labour MP and a supporter of Militant. That was non-payment of poll tax, which I think was a sort of ideological statement.
Rings a bell.
Yes, he went to prison for that. And the last blue group, Bart, Olenska, Archer, Frome or Froome.
I think they're characters in Henry James novels.
So close, but not it, I'm afraid. They are characters in Edith Wharton novels.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes, Newland Archer and Ellen Olenska are from The Age of Innocence, and Lily Bart from The House of Mirth, and Ethan Frome is an eponymous character from a novel.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, not to worry.
Don't apologise, you were very close. I mean, Henry James novels, Edith Wharton novels, it's not like you said they were spaceships. And you do get 4 points for the groups you found, 3 points for the connections. That is a total of 7. Time to bring back the history boys, give them a new connecting wall, 16 different clues, but the same principle of solution. You'll be getting the lion wall, history boys, because water's been taken. You have 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
Okay. Grimes and Herring are Benjamin Britten, as is Bud, as is Bunyan. But there might be more, there's obviously more.
Okay.
Well, he's a character from his Dark Materials.
Yes, Yorick Bernson, Sooty, Baloo,
Are they
and
bears?
Biffo. We've got.
Paddington Bear.
Okay.
Biffo the bear.
Where's Paddington? Oh, okay.
What's McGurty? What's Winklevoss? Right.
Winklevoss.
Twins.
Twins.
McWhirter.
Yeah.
Yes, McWhirter twins.
Grey twins.
Okay, well-
Cycle through it. Grimes.
Oh yeah, Jedward.
Okay.
3 strikes and you're out now.
Okay, so we've got Sooty.
Oh, this is birds, isn't it? Sooty tern, Glaucus tern, presumably a red-billed tern. Ivory tern? But, I mean, Bunyan, Herring,
Bud.
Bud are all Benjamin Britten.
So what else would be?
So
Wingrave?
Wingrave, perhaps?
Do we want to go for it? Or do we... So Glaucus.
Glaucus, Sooty, and presumably red-billed are terns. I guess.
Okay, and Ivory would probably be.
You'd assume so, wouldn't you?
So... And
No.
Not herring. Red-billed.
And
So,
presumably ivory.
onion, herring, bud, wingrave. Okay, shall we go?
Yeah.
That's it. You solved the wall. So that's 4 points for the groups you've found. What about the connections? First group, I'm not even going to attempt to tell you what the first clue in the blue group says, so I just want you to tell me the connection.
They are fictional bears.
They are. And the next group, Grimes, McWhirter, Cray, Winklevoss.
These are sets of twins.
Tell me something else.
Grimes are John and Edward, identical twins.
They're all identical twins. And the next pink group, Sooty, Ivory, Red-billed, Glaucus.
So they're all birds.
I need you to be more
Are they
specific.
terns?
They are not all terns. Unfortunately, no. That's why herring was the red herring, not in the group. They're all gulls.
Ah, okay.
And the last group, Bunyan, Herring, Wingrave and Bud.
These are all works by Benjamin Britten.
Yes, they're eponymous characters in Benjamin Britten operas.
Yeah.
So that is 4 points for the groups you found, 3 points for the connections. That is a total of 7. Let's have a look at the scores going into the final round. The linguists have 11 points, the history boys have 15. So it's time for the missing vowels round, where this time teams can lose a point if they give me the wrong answer. We've taken the vowels out of various words, squidged the consonants up, and I want to know what the disguised clues are. Fingers on buzzers teams. The first group are all reasons it's fun to stay at the YMCA. Linguists.
You can get yourself clean.
Correct. Linguists.
You can do whatever you feel.
Correct. History boys.
You can have a good meal.
Correct. Linguists.
You can hang out with all the boys.
You certainly can. Next category, a TV quiz show blended with a non-quiz show. History boys.
Mastermind your language.
Correct. Don't know this one. It's University Challenge Annika. Next clue. Linguists.
A question of sports personality of the year.
Correct. History boys.
15 to 1 foot in the grave.
Very good. Next category, they mean a long time. Linguists.
A month of Sundays.
Correct. Linguists.
Eternity.
Correct. History boys.
Eon.
Well spotted. Linguists.
Yonks.
Correct. Next category, UK professional sports teams. No time for that one. The bell has gone. It's the end of the quiz. And after a hotly contested game with a very good round 4, I can tell you that the winners with 19 points are the history boys. But very close runners-up with 18 points, it's the linguists. Unlucky linguists. Don't beat yourself up about the Henry James. Easy mistake to make. You've been a brilliant team. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that we have to say goodbye. But congratulations to you, history boys. You are through. Yes, this quarter-final has been won. I think we've got the stirrings of a semi. Goodbye.